Most people think getting rich requires a genius IQ or a background in finance. But the truth is, mastering your money has less to do with what you know and everything to do with how you behave. Have you ever wondered why some incredibly smart, highly educated people go bankrupt, while a high school dropout working as a janitor can retire as a multimillionaire? It turns out, doing well with money has almost nothing to do with how smart you are and everything to do with how you behave. Today, we are breaking down the 5 life-changing lessons from Morgan Housel's brilliant book, The Psychology of Money. If you want to stop stressing about your bank account and finally build real wealth, you need to hear this. Lesson number 1. No one is crazy. People do bizarre things with their money, but it is rarely because they are stupid. It is because everyone's view of money is shaped by the generation they grew up in. If you grew up during a massive recession where everyone was losing their jobs, you will likely be terrified of investing in the stock market. If you grew up during an economic boom, you might take massive, foolish risks. Before you judge someone else's financial decisions or your own, remember that your personal experience makes up less than 0.1% of what has happened in the world, but it makes up 80% of how you think the world works. Lesson number 2. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are 2 completely different skills. Getting wealthy requires taking risks, being highly optimistic, and putting yourself out there. But staying wealthy? That requires the exact opposite. It requires fear. It requires humility. It requires the paranoia that everything you have made could be taken away tomorrow. Housel explains that the single most important financial skill you can develop is survival. You need to build a margin of safety into your life so you can survive the bad times without having to sell your assets. Lesson number 3. The confusing power of compounding. When we talk about Warren Buffett, people usually study his stock picks, but they miss the real secret. Warren Buffett is a phenomenal investor, but his secret isn't just his brain, it's his time. Buffett started investing when he was 10 years old. Over 99% of his massive fortune was accumulated after his 50th birthday. Good investing isn't about earning the highest returns this year. It's about earning pretty good returns that you can stick with for the longest period of time. That is when compounding runs wild. Lesson number 4. Wealth is what you don't see. We tend to judge how rich people are by what we can see: the luxury cars, the designer clothes, the huge Instagram vacations. But as Housel points out, spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Rich is visible. You see the car,